if you filled up your tank this week, you already felt it. $4 a gallon and climbing. But here's what the data already tells us that most drivers don't know. Most of what you're spending at that pump, you didn't have to spend it. Today, we're fixing that. Welcome back to the Car Corner, the channel where we let the data do the talking. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We put out data-backed automotive content every single week, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around for what's coming. Now, we're not here to talk about why prices are up. No politics, no finger-pointing. That's not what this channel is about, and honestly, it's not what's going to help you at the pump on Monday morning. What is going to help you is this. 5 habits that research actually proves will save you money on gas. Not blog tips, not opinions, real findings from the Department of Energy, Oak Ridge National Laboratory, Consumer Reports, and AAA. These are the things the data has been telling us for years. Most drivers just never got the memo. After this video, you have no excuse. Let's get into it. Tip number 5. Check your tire pressure every single month. How many of you actually check your tire pressure regularly? Not glance at the tires and think they look fine, actually check them with a gauge. This one has some genuinely eye-opening research behind it. Here's what most people don't know. Tires naturally lose about 1 psi every single month, just from sitting there. Temperature changes alone can cause pressure to drop. So if you haven't checked your tires in 3 months, there's a real chance you're already underinflated and bleeding money at the pump without even knowing it. Oak Ridge National Laboratory studied exactly this. They tested a 2009 Toyota Corolla at different pressure levels, and here's what they found. Tires at just 75% of the recommended pressure, not flat, just a little low, cut fuel economy by 2 to 3%. Drop to 50% of recommended pressure, and you're burning 5 to 10% more fuel. 5 to 10% on something you can fix for free at most gas stations. One important thing, don't use the pressure number printed on the sidewall of your tire. That's the maximum pressure, not the recommended pressure. Those are 2 very different things. Your correct tire pressure is on the sticker inside your driver's side door jamb. Check it monthly, cold, before you've driven anywhere. That's when you get an accurate reading. 1 minute, once a month. The data says it's worth it. Tip number 4, use the right motor oil grade. This one is probably the least glamorous thing on this list, but it's also the easiest. Most drivers, when they take their car in for an oil change, just say, "Give me whatever," or they go with whatever's cheapest on the board. And according to the Department of Energy, that's quietly costing you at the pump. Here's the data. The DOE's official fuel economy website, fueleconomy.gov, states clearly that using the manufacturer's recommended motor oil grade can improve your gas mileage by 1 to 2%. And using the wrong grade reduces your MPG by that same margin. 1 to 2% might sound small, but if you're driving 15,000 miles a year at $4 a gallon, that's real dollars over 12 months. And you're already paying for the oil change, you might as well get the right oil. So here's what you do. Open your glove box. Pull out your owner's manual. Find the recommended oil viscosity. It'll say something like 5W30 or 0W20. That's what goes in your engine. Not what's on sale, not what the shop suggests, what the manufacturer specifies. Simple, free, and most drivers never think about it. Tip number 3, and this one surprises people because it feels almost too simple. Use your cruise control. Look, we all watched Fast and Furious and thought we were Vin Diesel for a week. But the second someone cuts us off on the highway, suddenly we're method acting. And the only thing we're winning is the worst MPG on the block. Vin Diesel isn't paying your gas bill. You are. Here's what the research actually shows. Natural Resources Canada conducted a study measuring fuel consumption at a steady speed versus a speed that varied between 47 and 53 miles per hour every 18 seconds, which is pretty close to how most of us naturally drive on the highway without even realizing it. Just normal throttle variation. The result? That constant speed fluctuation used 20% more fuel than simply holding steady. 20%. From something as invisible as your foot not holding perfectly still on the gas pedal. An Edmunds study backed this up, finding that cruise control improves fuel efficiency by an average of 7% and up to 14% under the right conditions. Now, important caveat. Cruise control is your friend on flat highways. On hilly terrain, it can actually work against you because the system accelerates harder going uphill to maintain speed. In those situations, a smooth human foot beats the cruise system every time. But on a long, flat highway stretch, set it. The research is clear. Real quick, if you're finding this useful, go ahead and hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second, and it genuinely helps this channel reach more people who could use this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? We do this every week. All right, back to the countdown. Tip number 2, stop using your AC the wrong way. This one is going to make a lot of you rethink how you use your AC during your daily drives, but it's actually pretty simple. Most drivers treat AC like a basic right. You get in the car, you hit the button, done. And look, nobody's telling you to suffer in the Florida heat. But there's a right way and a wrong way to use it depending on how fast you're going, and most people have it completely backwards. Here's what the data shows. The Department of Energy found that air conditioning can reduce your fuel economy by up to 25% on short city trips. 25%. That's not a rounding error, that's a quarter of your gas gone before you've even gotten out of your neighborhood. Now here's the part that flips it. At highway speeds, once you're above roughly 45 to 50 miles per hour, rolling your windows down actually creates enough aerodynamic drag that it costs you more fuel than just running the AC. So at highway speeds, the AC is actually the right call. The sweet spot is this: under 45 miles per hour, windows down, AC off. Over 45 miles per hour, windows up, AC on. That one simple habit, applied consistently, can make a real dent in your weekly fuel cost. So next time you're crawling through traffic or running a quick errand around town, cut the AC, crack the windows, and let the data work for you. And here we are, number 1, the tip that makes the biggest difference of anything on this list, and it costs you absolutely nothing to implement. Stop driving aggressively. Before anyone clicks away, I'm not talking about road rage. I'm talking about the habits almost all of us have that we don't even notice. The jackrabbit start off the green light, the late hard brake, the unnecessary surge to pass someone and then slow right back down. Those habits are hemorrhaging money every single day. The data on what those habits cost you is pretty brutal. An MIT analysis found that aggressive driving, speeding, rapid acceleration, and hard braking lowers fuel economy by 15 to 30% at highway speeds. In stop-and-go traffic, 10 to 40%. 40% in city driving, just from how you use the gas and brake pedals. Consumer Reports ran their own real-world test and found that frequent bursts of acceleration and braking reduced a Toyota Camry's mileage by 2 to 3 miles per gallon. Month after month, that adds up to serious money. So here's the mindset shift the research supports. Drive like there's an egg under the gas pedal. Again, you're not Dom Toretto. Press gently, build gradually, and coast early when you see a stop coming. Keep a comfortable following distance. That's what makes coasting possible in the first place. And on the highway, ease off just slightly. The Department of Energy estimates that every 5 miles per hour you drive over 50 is like paying an extra 20 cents per gallon. Of everything on this list, the tire pressure, the oil grade, the cruise control, the AC usage, none of it moves the needle like this one does. The research says up to 40%. That's not a rounding error. That's your biggest lever. Pull it. Look, gas prices are brutal right now, and there's not a whole lot any of us can do about that. But there is something you can do about how much of it you're burning. Check your tires, use the right oil, flip how you use your AC. Let cruise control do its job on the highway. And drive like that egg is under the pedal. 5 things. None of them cost you anything. And the research backs every single one of them up. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It takes 1 second and it genuinely helps us keep putting out content like this, and we'd appreciate it. And if somebody you know has been wincing at the pump lately, send them this video. That's what this is for. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.